What's going on, guys? It's your boy, John the Liquidator, coming back with breaking news hot off the press. So it looked like Caitlin Clark has been injured and listed as questionable for tomorrow's matchup. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Guys, my biggest apologies for this video being late, kind of coming out. I didn't believe it. I thought it was clickbait. A lot of people been making clickbait titles. As we all can see, the views has not been what they was. It's just my apologies, bro, because I truly thought this was clickbait. There was no way in hell Caitlin Clark could have been hurt in my book. Well, I'm here to tell you, the Indiana Fever put out information, and there's more information coming out from people that's actually in Indiana. Now, guys, I'm hearing that this could be a load management type situation to where Caitlin Clark, you know, she's the best player on the damn team. So they want to make sure nothing happened to her. They're taking her completely off the board. She will not touch a basketball. And unfortunately, we will probably won't see Caitlin Clark play in any preseason games. It happens all the time with big time stars. Now, not saying that is the case, but let's go to X to see how we got here, man. This is treasure trove of information coming out right now from Indiana, but we got to start to how we got here, and that is from their X account. So the Indiana Fever listed tomorrow game status report versus Washington. Caitlin Clark questionable with the left leg injury. That, my friends, is the post that broke the camel's back. Now, from what I'm hearing and seeing online from Scott Agnes, he claiming that he synced the practice. Now, he's been dropping recordings of the practice every day, and he's claiming that there's nothing wrong with Caitlin. She was good at practice. Let's head on over to his X account to see what he said, because he has truly been our eyes and our ears inside the locker room, man. So he said, Fever listed Caitlin Clark left leg injury is questionable as game one Saturday matchup. Somebody said, Scott also said, no need to panic. Caitlin Clark was at practice and moving around just fine. It's the first game back-to-back, and Sunday's game is for her and Iowa fans. The exhibition game is about getting a look at everyone, as I explained. So he's claiming, and actually this is footage of Caitlin at practice.
We know what the goal of preseason is.
So let's see here. This is her.
We know what the goal of preseason is. You know, certainly we want to win, but it's to see a lot of different players, to make sure that we can really evaluate. It's to make sure that we can start to build our rotations, look at our depth, look at some different lineups. And so this is more of an evaluating kind of phase for us. So nobody's going to play a ton of minutes. We want to make sure that we can get a.
So Stephanie White, right here in this interview, told us nobody was going to play a ton of minutes, which seemed to let me know that the situation with Caitlin Clark is definitely a real one, and it's probably just load management. This is, like I say, this is part of the business. They probably saving Caitlin for Iowa at Carver Arena. She'll probably see some, a couple minutes there, probably 5-6 minutes into that quarter, to the first quarter of that game. But after that, she's probably gonna get, benched.
Get your sense of where we are. Certainly just see what's challenging, see the things that we have to learn how to play through, being able to find some calm in the chaos. We do a lot of situations in practice, and we've already seen some things in coaching staff where we're like, not quite sure. But we also don't want to go overboard. Sometimes you have to work through, what does spacing look like? What does timing look like? What do certain lineups on the floor look like? Who can be in the game in certain situations? Who can inbound the ball in certain situations? Those are all things that you can attempt to evaluate in practice, but there's nothing like game opportunities and game reps to be able to do that.
So that was Stephanie White. Let me head on over to Khloe Peterson page to look and see have she said anything before we get in the comments of the fans, because I know a lot of fans is probably freaking out about this. Guys, there's no need to freak out. This happens. We all should have seen this happen with Caitlin, bro. Caitlin was the biggest star in all of women's basketball. She's not playing back-to-backs. It's just is what it is. I doubt if she play any back-to-backs this season, because if they start her off like this, I doubt if she play any back-to-backs. So Khloe Peterson stated Caitlin Clark is questionable for tomorrow's game, and it looked like she already put out an article in the Indy Star, which lead me to believe the reporters that's been at practice probably already knew this. They probably already knew Caitlin Clark wasn't going to play. They probably already knew this. They probably could break their silence for her. So for an article to be written and wrote and already out, that let me know that they probably know. Khloe stated Caitlin Clark is questionable with the left leg injury for tomorrow's game. She's the only player on the report. Wow. So everybody else is playing. Now, for what it's worth, she seemed to practice normally today. She was wearing sweatpants, but did the half-court shot as normal too. Could be precaution as it is preseason. Now, this is the half-court shot earlier that was going down. I'll start it over. Now, that was Caitlin Clark there taking her half-court shot. So as y'all can see, let me rewind that back. So as you guys can see, there doesn't look like there's anything wrong with Caitlin Clark. And she looked like she might have led off with her left leg. Now, you know, for a lot of people that might not know what's happening right now, Caitlin Clark is a franchise player. You want to do everything you got to do to protect that franchise player. And quite frankly, I think it's great that she's not playing. Got an update on Dancer. She's been out for these few days because of loss to in her family. Per the Fever, she will miss practice today, but be back tomorrow for the Fever's first preseason game, which I'll probably come back with another video about dancers too. I just synced that down there. But guys, I'm telling you right now, there's no need to worry, man. Everything will be all right. Like I said, I thought this was clickbait. I didn't think it was a real story. Just because, man, the views has been kind of down, you know, in the genre right now. And this is the influencer's best kept. And I know a lot of people want to get clicks and hits and stuff like that. And that's why I thought that this was the case. Now, with all that being said, I do want to hear what the fans got to say. Let me not forget to do that. Let me pull up the fans, what the fans got to say about this, because I forgot to show y'all that. And yeah, man, it's just crazy, dog. It's crazy, but everything's gonna be all right, man. Have tickets for my family for when you will be update game one at. And it's crazy because I was finna go to this game. This was the game I was finna go to. And you guys don't know, like, I was sick. Scott Agnes, any updates? Next time, provide the full report. Somebody said, is it an injury or not? Was she not taking half-court shots just now? What is happening? This training camp? How did this happen? Any other players? Now, as of right now, we know that there is no other players listed as injured on the Indiana Fever basketball team. Caitlin Clark is the only one going into this game. Now, based off what Scott said, Scott stated that she more than likely will see action a little bit at Carver Arena since that is her alma mater. But guys, I want you guys to get down in the comment section right now. Stick by your phones because I'm coming right back with more details as I can find about this Caitlin Clark situation. Keep them bells on because you know what? I'm going to bring you news. And like always, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out. Shake the haters off.